So today in this session, we will just try to look at how to create a dashboard and what all functionalities, everything. We'll just try to look and explore. Yeah. So first, in the bottom, as we have like three. One is for creating the new worksheet, which is like bars kind of thing, and next we have like four squares. That's generally used to create a new dashboard. So once if we click, we will just get the new dashboard. And so we will try to explore various functionalities and everything which is there in the creation of dashboard. So we will start from the left ribbon, which we have showing the dashboard. First we have default. So device preview, what it does is based on which device you are viewing. Based on that we can just change. So default, it's currently now in default. So when you click tablet, like what's the size of tablet and model, once you select, based on that it will just alter the size of the screen. So what's the use of this is after making dashboard, if we are sending to client, maybe what is the device client is using, if we know, we can just try to click at the model and view how the dashboard looks when it is ready, when there is a reduction in size from what we have made. So this is the first feature. So here we have desktop, tablet and phone, and here we can select whichever model you would like to view. This is the first one. Then once if you click this device preview, the
Jairam, just a quick thing. I think in that device preview, right? Let's take a quick look at what is there for each of the options. Like for example, desktop and so on. So let's see for desktop, what are the options?
So for desktop, different monitor size, all those will be there. Yeah. So if you see for the desktop, like what is the size and resolution will be there. Similar for tablet. Then in that case, what all types of tablet also, those things will be there. If you would like to change
hold on a
landscape.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's see. So there is iPad mini. So there are the 4 iPad types. Interesting. Then Nexus, 2 of them. Samsung Galaxy Tab. Fire HD. Oh, Fire HD is, I think, Amazon's device, I think. My understanding is correct. Okay. So these are the 4 types. One second, just let's see. So 1024, 1024 for all iPads, it's 1024, but I don't know why. 1024 by 768. Okay, Nexus 960 1024. Okay. I think we can reasonably say that 1024 by roughly 768 or 800. 768 is the dominant size. Okay, got it. Let's go to the next one. Phone. Okay, so the iPhone, a lot of them, and then Samsung Pixel Nexus. Okay, 375, 812. Okay, got it. Okay, sounds good. What's this Nexus, guys? Whose is that? Google's, huh? Okay. So Google Pixel and Google Nexus is gotcha. Okay, cool. Got it. Okay, understood. Thank you. Yeah.
So also we can see one icon here which is used to switch to landscape or landscape to portrait. If you use that icon, we can view like how it looks in landscape as well as portrait.
Okay.
And also here we have Tableau mobile app. Once if you uncheck that, like it shows the screen size based on the device which you are using. But if you click on Tableau mobile app, then it adjusts the size based on the app which is there for the mobile edition. Yeah. So these are the features which we have in device preview.
Okay.
So once if we click this device preview, which is on the left side, so the window which is showing will go. And also now currently we have to use, since we are developing desktop, we will go for the desktop. Yeah. So yeah, this is the features which you have in device preview. Next we will go with the size. Size in the sense, what is the size of the dashboard, like overall size which we are using, which can be fixed by using the size. So if you see, we have 3 options. One is fixed size, one is automatic, other is range. So fixed size in the sense, we have like all these recommendations for generic desktop browser, full screen, all those. So these are the different features, different inbuilt sizes which we have for the fixed size. So then fixed size, and also we have other option which is custom, which we can use to control the size of the dashboard, in the screen. So as you can see here, width and height. So if you would like to change the size, just whatever size you feel, just you can go in width and height. So automatically it will take this as custom size. And also we have two other options. One is automatic, other is range. Automatic in the sense like based on the screen which we are viewing, it will fit automatically to the entire screen. For example, now I have fixed the size 1400 into 800. Once if I give automatic, my entire screen will be filled with the dashboard. So once if we keep automatic based on the viewer whoever is using, might be like sometimes if client is using a monitor or something. So based on the full, basically automatic will give the entire view of the dashboard in their screen. And other feature which we have is, yeah.
I have a question. So for example, you are making in automatic mode. So what would happen if the client's screen size is less than yours? Will the visualization adjust themselves? Or it would...
Yeah, it will adjust itself and it will resize, yeah. It will contact. Okay, so next we have range. So we can just fix the range, like rather than keeping a custom in one value, we can fix the range by giving the two range of value, minimum and maximum. Yeah, so these are the three features we have. One is automatic and other is fixed and other one is range. So mostly generally we will go with the fixed size and standard size which I use for part is like 1400 into 800. So let me go with that. So here next, these are the various features which we have in size, and we can fix the size based on our recommendation and use as per the client requirements. Next we have sheets. So these are the sheets which I already created so that we can concentrate more on dashboard doing part in this session. So if you see these are the 5 sheets which we have in the workbook, which can be used to create the dashboard. So for example, we are pulling this sheet, for example, just whichever sheet you want to use in dashboard, just click it, and if you pull, automatically it will come into the dashboard. So also we have some other features like once you click the arrow which is on the right top, it will go directly to the sheet whichever you have pulled in. And also one more, if you want to replace the, for example, sales by cat and subcat with sales by segment, generally how people do is like they will just delete it and they will pull the sales by segment. So in this case we no need to do that. So for example, now we have sales by segment sheet. If you want to replace it sales by cat and subcat, we can just click on the sales by segment sheet, then sales by cat and subcat, you can see the L arrow on the right. So if you click that, automatically it gets replaced. There is no need for deleting the sheet and pulling it again. So if you generally use this quadrant in which the arrow is in both sides, if we use that directly, the sheet will get replaced. These are the functionalities we have in sheet. Next we will quickly move on to the objects tab. Yeah. So objects tab, what we have, horizontal, vertical. So horizontal, verticals are the containers which we
sorry Jairam.
Yeah.
So what was the thing you talked about, the replacement? Just help me with that again, please.
Yeah, so currently, for example, your sales by segment sheet in the dashboard.
Yeah.
You want to replace sales by segment with sales by cat and subcat, there is no need for deleting the sales by segment and pulling the sales by cat and subcat. In this case, it may view like easy, but generally when you have a dashboard with multiple sheets, for example, 5 sheets, so if we don't want the orientation and position to get changed, so what we can do is, if you, for example, now you want to change the sales by segment with sales by cat and subcat, just to go hover near the sales by segment, and we have the quadrant in which 2 arrows are there. Once you click that, automatically it will swap the sheet.
Okay, so for this you have to go select a specific sort of part of the viz, which is one of the sort of charts maybe, and then you get this option. Can you have like 2 of them, and then please just demonstrate that. Let's have 2 vizes. Yeah, perfect. Now let's say you want to.
Okay, now
Okay.
if you want to replace sales by date with maybe sales by category and subcategory, so first we have to select sales by segment.
Okay.
Then we have to go near the sheet which you want to replace with.
Okay.
So for example, sales by category and subcategory. So we have
Got
this arrow.
Yeah.
Once if you use that, it will just replace.
Okay, excellent. Got it. This is useful, especially when you have a
Multiple.
complicated
So
whiz.
if you delete it, now you see the entire thing will come. Then again you have to pull the sheet and adjust the size and everything.
Got it. Yes. This is
So
very
in this
useful.
case, to maintain the size and formatting everything, we can just directly go with that arrow, say, and we can swap the sheet.
Yeah.